when the whole part came up about his reputation not preceding him. To be fair. So what the hell the fuck do I know his name? Apart from, Volpe. God damn it, game. You were too quick for me. Aggravated damage. That combined with a rather unfortunate inability to heal myself by feeding.
I felt that explosion a mile away.
Not good at all.
It's all over the news too. Man, there's gonna be some pissed off Sabat just howling for blood tonight.
Yeah, my blood. Not that funny. Thanks. I know someone named Beckett.
Beckett? Well, I know of him. Why?
I spoke with him.
No kidding. Huh. Must be something major happening if he's in town. Beckett is a historian of sorts. He's unearthed more vampire lore than anyone. But that's all Beckett does. Seek the truth behind our condition.
I'll have some questions.
What do you need?
I met your Gunox.
I know you did. Sharp kid. Can track like a bloodhound. I watched him work for a while before I approached him. I had no idea how eager he would be to help.
You'd waited.
I knew you would. I had him watching you-know-who for me. It was inevitable you'd pass through her joint. I told him to keep an eye out for you, gave him lines to feed you, the whole bit.
But he needed my help, which is,
No, you helped me remove a spy without revealing myself or getting my hands dirty. Pretty good actor, that Knox, huh?
Well played, Bertram, well played indeed.
Don't take it hard, fledgling. I won't be the last elder to milk you for a favor.
Fair enough. Got me there.
Like what?
Anything interesting in here? Plan save. Not really, actually. I guess we are done then, aren't we? But pretty sure we've done all we can. Time to grab a taxi. And make ourselves scarce. Actually, before that, we can do one more thing here real quickly. To top our things, basically. Walking on sunshine. Although, to be fair, for a vampire, that would be a rather deadly thing to try. Oh, shit. The guy is gone. I kinda liked him. Mostly because he's, a bit of a better breed of humanity, and he's basically like good beef for us. Should have taken his blood a bit earlier. I think you can also milk like 20 bucks from him or something. But well, time to take a cab then. Yo! Totally not suspicious cab driver.
Where to?
Well, away from here would be a good start. What a very special taxi driver. So much for your heightened vampire senses. Couldn't even see that fucking ambush coming.
Let's drain it. Let's stake it and leave it out for the sunrise.
We're going to have a lot of fun with this one. Think you could blow up our
I
warehouse
serve
and
with
get away
pleasure.
Lick.
Someone has shouted photo. I don't know. Look it over. Well, thank you very much. Very nice of you. You're welcome. Realized you'd be dropping by, but it's nice to know you're there. Indeed. I appreciate it very much.
Camarilla, fuck.
Boy, I'm technically speaking not yet in the Camarilla.
I think we could all use a little entertainment. Those of you sitting in the first few rows will get wet. Son of a bitch!
Leave.
There's 3 of us, Rodriguez.
Yeah. 3 of us.
What are you gonna do? Shoot us?
Well, that's gonna work.
This ain't over. We'll fight find you. You too, Rodriguez. You're both dead. Nobody messes with a Sabbat and lives.
Keep moving. Trouble sure seems to like you.
You don't say.
Good effort. Execution needs a little work.
Yeah, I would agree with
You
that.
look like shit.
Yeah, thanks.
Nines.
My absolutely overpowered heightened vampire senses were sadly unable to detect that particular ambush. Sad as that might be. For a fucking vampire. Yeah, we probably could not have taken them. I mean, I already had problems with one of these motherfuckers, let alone 3 of them, so thanks for the help. Pretty nice.
Should have been more careful, newbie. This ain't the burbs.
I don't say. I'll remember that. Seems important.
You do that. Me? I got things to deal with. Why don't you pay me a visit at the last round tonight? I don't know what you've heard so far, but it's time you heard the real story.
Oh, fair enough. I'll do that.
This is a mean existence. Stay out of trouble, kid.
Easier said than done, isn't it? We're gonna arrive at downtown LA then, aren't we? It'll be interesting. Yep. Yeah, that building. Pleasant. What a pleasant place, isn't it? And where was the... I don't think I need to ask where the prince is gonna be, am I? Must be one of the highest building. As I was saying about how both idiots in smoke like high places. I wanna go to the last rounds yet. I mean, I kinda wanna do. I wanna meet Damsel. Damsel's kinda cute. And this is the that is the house I hate the most in all of the fucking area. See, this is the house of the Tremere regent, and of course being a Tremere means that he's a massive asshole and has decided to turn his house into a fucking labyrinth because, well, fuck you, that's why. I mean, literally, what other reason would he have? Apart from being a massive asshole. Gargoyles. Cute. Very cute. Very cute indeed. I approve. Actually, am I hot enough to get the freebie?
Looking for a date?
Well, depends how much.
For a hot one like yourself, my price is 40 to shake the earth.
Yeah, I'm not hot enough yet, is it? Well, LA, such a nice place. Large amounts of homeless people and prostitutes. What more do you want? That's the place I'm looking for, isn't it? It's indeed the place I was looking for. No questions about it. No questions at all. Dip, 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 dip. Ah, look, it's our friendly neighbor security guard.
Hey there, Chief. Small world, huh? Yep, after that gallery, I didn't think I'd be able to get a job guarding a room full of jack squat from the Boogity Man. But then I get a call offering me this sweet night shift slot, and I'm back in the security game. Well, enough about my lucky break.
He really have to wonder why the fuck he got hired.
Chief?
Yeah, I'm here to see Lacroix.
Would that be Sebastian LaCroix of the LaCroix Foundation, or Dwayne LaCroix of Insurrection Baby Formula Company?
Make an educated guess. Sebastian Lacroix.
Okay then. Mr. LaCroix, he told me to expect someone fitting your description sometime tonight. You go right on up.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, you have a good power meeting, or whatever it is you types do up there. You need any security? Well, you just ring the front desk and ask for Officer Chunk. That's me, in case you were wondering.
I wasn't. I just say Chunk.
Yeah, I get that all the time. The name goes back to my football days. Actually, my fantasy football days at the station. Stationarium. That was this office supply outlet mall I used to watch. Hey, you kids! No skating in the parking lot. That was me.
Right. Be seeing you. Junkums. Very definition of professionalism, that guy. Can't really argue with that. Of course, he's in the penthouse. I mean, you know, it's a nice picture. He has now proved that I was the one who ruined the picture, so, you know, as far as she's concerned, I guess she's, you know, there's no reason to be mistrusting. Distinct feeling you're trying to tell me something. Yeah. Well then, let's prepare ourselves to fall on our knees and suck Lacroix's dick a little bit, because, well, you know, it's kind of one of the big players around here. And I really don't want to get involved with this guy, you know. He seems like a bit of an evil motherfucker. You wouldn't have anything in here, game, would you? Well, you know, pretty damn sure there's not going to be anything in here, but, you know, you never know. With that particular mod in place, who knows, who knows? No, doesn't seem like it. I can't really pick that up, can I? Oh.
There you are.
Yeah.
I was informed of your presence in the building.
Mm-hmm.
Since you're here, I'll take the liberty of assuming you've destroyed the warehouse. This is correct, yes?
That is
Most excellent.
correct.
I had no doubt you'd prove my decision a prudent one. I trust you encountered no impediments.
Yes, I am evil. I am a monster. Ooh, an opportunity to throw fucking Mercury under the bus, eh? Okay, I'm not gonna tell him about my dearest little Jeanette's problems. That seems something better to be kept quiet in my chest. I know I don't. It wouldn't really feel good to throw Mercury. I mean, I already gotten him some fucking morphine and shit, so you know. Probably better to keep him in my good graces. No, not at all. Your personnel were all impeccable. Yes, yes.
That is the answer I like to hear.
I kind of figured
Done
as
well,
much.
circumstances being what they were. I will admit, not many in your position would have overcome such a trial. But don't misunderstand me. It was no fool's errand.
Just a bit
You
of a
may yet
suicide
prove
mission.
to be a
Yes,
genuine
yes.
asset.
I know, I know.
It's a bit disturbing, the lack of talent within this organization as of late. Tell me, what would you say to doing a bit of reconnaissance for me?
I'd say yes, sir.
Excellent. Were you by chance in the military at all? I was an officer myself, actually. In Napoleon's ranks, there have been whispers, rumors spreading around the kindred community concerning the Elizabeth Dane.
What they
the
do
cargo
say?
ship that was towed into port recently. Have you heard of it?
No, I haven't. What about it?
The Dane was found out at sea.
Mm-hmm.
The reports say it was without crew, but they have yet to report a fate of said crew. The police are investigating the Dane as we speak. Even the Nosferatu have little information on what's been found. However, the reason the ship has caused such speculation is because it was transporting an object called the Ankaran sarcophagus.
Well, you don't
Now,
say. You don't
I'm
say.
not one to predicate a decision based on conjecture. So what I need is fact. And more importantly, I need evidence that the occurrences on the Dane were not supernatural in nature, and in no way relate to this Ankaran sarcophagus.
What do we need me to do?
You have 3 objectives. 1. I want you to examine the sarcophagus for anything unusual. You may sense something peculiar about the sarcophagus. In fact, many kindred in the city have reported an uneasiness in the air since the Danes arrived.
That
Do
show.
not, under any circumstances, open the Ankaran sarcophagus.
Oh my, why would that be?
Secondly, the police have begun their investigation. Find out what they have concluded thus far.
Fair enough.
Thirdly, take the cargo manifest for the ship. I want to find out what else it was carrying. The last thing we want is police aware of our existence. So be careful what you do in front of them. And unlike the warehouse, you cannot wholesale slaughter a ship full of lawmen without consequences. Is this understood?
Yes.
Good. Oh, and it has come to my attention that you had an encounter with Nines Rodriguez earlier.
Another one, yes.
The man so does love to throw that cretinous charm of his brashly about. What exactly did Mr. Rodriguez say?
He asked me to visit him at the last round.
Consider it a lesson. You see, we Ventru sometimes must take it upon ourselves to patronize the rabble and hear them out with a look of genuine concern, no matter how ridiculous their notions may be.
I'll go see him right away then.
Give the Anarch community my regards.
Of course. Okay. Lacra. Well, you know, since we are Venture and Venture are kinda, you know, somewhat aware of what they need to do to get anywhere in society, I guess it would not be uncommon for one to master the art of good old-fashioned dick-sucking once in a while, in order to get forward in life. He's a bit too ambitious for his own good, to be fair. Now the question is, I should have a little bit of time, or I need to start preparing myself. Very important man for just driving a taxi. I'd say we're going to go and meet with the merchant of this particular town. Then we are going to go and meet with the Tremere region, as he has so kindly invited us. And then I guess last but not least, we're going to go to the last rounds. Or maybe depending on how much time we have left after that, we might just quickly finish up the Dane. No reason for me to go there now. I was about to say it. Ah, the Elizabeth Dane. Maxie.
Player, what's the score? How they hang? Good evening and all that commotion. Welcome to Fat Larry's Trucker Mac, the only store for all your needs after 10 o'clock. I am the proprietor and salesman of the month several years in a row. The ladies call me, oh God, but you can call me Fat Larry with a F-A-T, cause I know I got a weight problem, I just don't give a fuck.
Well, at least he's honest about it. What do you get in that particular truck of yours, my friend?
That is a legitimate question. But a better question to be, what don't I got in this truck? Cause at Fat Larry's, my motto is, everything's got a price, but I probably know somebody who can get it anyway.
Oh, fair enough. I'm going to talk all night, or are you going to sell me something?
Now that's what I like to hear. But it's like this. I say my best stuff for select clientele. Now that don't mean I don't appreciate your business. It's just, you know, business.
Business. Show me. A little bit of a shootout. Yeah, LA, very safe place. Very, very safe. Can I sell you this box? Yeah, for $5. I still got some morphine. I mean, I guess I can keep that in case I run into another person who needs some help. Don't really need that shit.
I got dinosaur eggs. We don't know what kind. Buy 'em and hatch. I got dinosaur eggs.
Jesus Christ, Larry. Can you shut up for just a minute while I'm trying to think? Let's see here. You have a bit of a Uzi. A Glock 19, that's neat. The Fire Axe, your best friend in melee for the foreseeable future. Some ammunition. And you got some heavy clothing, which is something I would like to get my hands on immediately. Let's buy that, and I think for the rest we can kinda just wait, basically. Use. Ah, yes. And true, the more outfits you get, just get ever more posh in their dress code. Very different from Malkavians and others who are... yeah, especially Malkavians. The Malkavians can end up looking like a fucking pimp. A very stylized pimp, if memory serves. What are you doing, homeless person? Where? I think around there is the way to the last round. That also means we can quickly meet with the Tremere regent. Not really a person I want to meet, because that means I have to engage with his fucking house design. What an asshole. Very safe area. Very safe area indeed. Now then, I do remember the way to the room where the basically the libraries. Dramaturgical creatures, and I don't think we can hack that, can we? No, that doesn't look good. Okay, fair enough. I don't remember his password, So I'll just gotta, take it as it is. Now the question is how... Ah, okay, that was a lot easier than I remember, which means getting out of here is going to be a royal pain in the ass. I can only assume. Geological creatures. Gargoyles. During the medieval conflict with the Chimish, Clan Tremere delved further into secret blood magics and created a race of protectors known as gargoyles. Since inception, gargoyles have been used as scouts, warriors, and sentries. Gargoyles are monsters, vampires by virtue of the blood and flesh through which they are created. They are no more than the detritus of other clans, given a second chance to serve their Tremere creators. Unfortunately, many have wrongly come to view their service as slavery and have fled their masters in search of some delusional utopia. Most escaped gargoyles live in isolation, preferring solitude to even the company of their own kind. By the way, fighting gargoyles is a royal pain in the ass. Homunculi. For the most menial and mindless task, many Tremere create what is called a homunculus. They're mindless creatures which take many forms, winged, many-legged, or otherwise. Homunculi are unfailingly loyal, but their appearance makes them a serious threat to breaking the masquerade. Yeah, I'm sure gargoyles totally don't violate the masquerade.
Greetings, Neonate. Might I assume you received my invitation?
Free XP. In this case, actually free XP.
Meeting you for quite some time.
If you get through his fucking house. Yeah, I got your invitation, and you are...
Strauss. Maximilian Strauss.
Kinda figured as much.
I am the regent of this chantry. Welcome.
Thanks. What exactly is a chantry?
A chantry is a local gathering place for those of the Tremere clan. I live here, as do apprentices from time to time.
Cool. New regent. What is that?
A regent is the leader of a chantry,
And I
as
figured
well
as much.
as a teacher to young Tremere apprentices who are studying the mysteries of our clan.
Can you tell me about the mysteries?
I'm sorry, Neonate. The secrets of the Tremere clan are hidden from all but those who share our blood.
I kinda figured as much, to be fair.
Best not to look into them any further.
Okay, what can you tell me, Max? Why am I getting so disrespectful with the guy immediately? What's going on here in downtown?
Let me give you some advice, young one. Your survival in kindred society will often depend on your ability to find out yourself what is going on around you.
That's pretty fair.
Remember that well.
Pretty fair. Thanks, Dad. No, I appreciate the advice. That's very nice of you, Maximilian.
On here in downtown, the word on everyone's lips, kindred or kind, seems to be epidemic.
I remember that shit. Yeah, plague bearers and shit. Yeah, why? What's going on?
It seems that disease has been spreading at an alarming rate throughout the downtown population. Considering our particular appetites, the local kindred are more than concerned about these developments.
Understandable. Dude, this shit is whack. Why would you talk like this to the fucking regent, the Tremere clan? Interesting.
Yes, indeed. My opinion is that the local anarchs are responsible for these outbreaks. The precipitous indulgence of certain passions often leads to such things. Ergo, their need for the watchful eye of the Camarilla.
Maybe I could look into that epidemic for you.
An interesting proposition. If you succeed in finding the cause of this epidemic and putting an end to it, I will compensate you appropriately for your efforts.
Nice. I do love rewards. Elwood, we'll figure out what you owe me when I return.
Very well. Again, I recommend speaking with the anarchs. You can find most of them at the local watering hole, reveling in the vices of their former lives. I believe the place is called The Last Round.
Yes, indeed. I'll check in with you later then. Good, now we have that thing. It's the start of a actually rather involved quest chain, if memory serves. This house. Oh, I'm always happy once I'm outside again, because you can actually get lost for quite a while in this particular little maze thing. At least I have managed to do so in the past, and I really don't like visiting him. Which means, you know, you get in, you get your quest, you get out again, and then you only come ever back to basically finish up the quest and never look back, basically. Plague bearers. That is a quest that we need to deal with later. Hello, Broke Hotel. Very much so later. Oh, and if I remember right, this is the way towards the last round at least, isn't it? Yeah, that is. That much I at least remember. And so basically the Anarchs are going to ask you for the very same kind of help in dealing with that. But I think first we're going to just talk with them, then deal with the Elizabeth Dane. Nice place. Jackie boy.
Well, if it ain't the talk of the town, poster child for Camarilla benevolence. What errand does the prince have you running today, boy?
Funny. Lance Rodriguez around here.
Nines is expecting. Have some manners and don't wear out your weapon. You skeleton. Act up again, and I'll be the one showing your ashes to the door.
You don't need to show my ashes to the door, you would just need, you know, the broom or something to pick them up, don't you? Ah, yeah, alright, you have a few minutes to talk. Ah, looking for work?
There's this girl who's been making a lot of noise lately. It's a real pain in the ass.
She is, if memory
She's
serves.
a ghoul of this one Toreador creep who disappeared.
What's her name?
Her name is Patty. She hangs out in the clubs downtown. She used to show up around here and act like she was everybody's best friend. It was all fun and games until her vampire sugar daddy stopped calling. Now she can't get her blood fixed and shit ain't so fun no more.
What do you want me to do about it?
Only time that mouth ain't blabbing is when it's sucking vampire blood. She's gotta disappear. Do this, and we'll keep it our little secret, you hear?
I'll do it to uphold the masquerade.
All right, have fun. I'd love to do this one myself, but I know a side. Just let me know when it's done.
Fair enough. Check!
Well, looky who made it back in one piece.
Indeed.
Out in Santa Monica, kiddo.
Oh, I didn't get to do much sightseeing.
I can't imagine you did. I'll be too busy getting pushed around by every vampire with the weakest seniority over you, am I right?
You could kinda say that, yeah.
That's usually the way the story goes. Same old bullshit politics from when you were alive, huh? Don't it make you just want to rip somebody's spine out? What? You saying that's just me?
Politics.
Politics. The stuff that makes the rich get richer, keeps the powerful in power. Look at why you're out in Santa Monica in the first place. 'Cause Prince LaCroix said so.
Alright, alright me.
'Cause he never thought you'd make it back.
I have a distinct feeling that's true.
Stand up for you in the courtroom. You would have been toast right there, man. Everybody knows that.
I'd imagine so. I get it. Why did he want to kill me?
It's bullshit Camarilla law. You gotta get it approved before you sire anyone. Vampire population control, fascist crap. LaCroix wanted to look like the strong leader upholding the law.
So come I'm still standing here.
Public relations, man. Calculated risk. Eventually are born in a boardroom. When Nines called him out, LaCroix realized it was time to show a carefully measured dose of Camarilla compassion.
Yeah, not into public relations, Jack.
Yeah, man. It's called kicking ass and crushing the skulls of any asshole who steps on my toes. That seems to work. People dig it.
Fair enough, that is one solution. It's LaCroix, afraid of Knight. I thought he was the boss.
LaCroix is the boss of the Camarilla in L.A. That's it. LaCroix is a boss. That's rich.
Yeah, I do think he kind of got that Napoleon thing going on, you know.
The facts are like this. The Camarilla need us to buy into their bullshit for any of their laws to mean dick. Now,
Kinda, yeah.
telling free-living vampires they need to be ruled is a hard sell. So, the Camarilla baked up a play-nicey plan. Show everyone how great they are, so we'll all just jump on board.
Who's everyone?
Free living dead, kiddo. A lot of people like to use the label anarchs. Whatever the hell that means. Anarchs. Does got a nice kick to it, though, huh? Sure thing, kiddo. Fire away.
Okay, that's interesting, apart from you bitching about
What's on your
the
mind?
Camarilla, which is kind of what you do for. Yeah, humans. I'm sure he has many thoughts on humans, just like I have many thoughts on the average life of a cow. Hey, yeah, I'm sure.
So that chased you in here, Cammy?
Pretty much, yep. What are you talking about?
Heard Nine saved your ass again. You think LaCroix would have stopped counting his money long enough to get your back, Jack?
Oh, what do you mean again?
Cammy, you'd have a whole lot less above your neck if it hadn't been for Nines calling the prince out in that courtroom.
Which is kinda true, I admit, yeah.
Looks like things worked out for LaCroix anyway. Got himself a new errand boy out of it.
I'll do something to piss you off. It's just, you know, best if serious case of resting this bitch face. I'm just asking, you know.
As long as you're a tool for some cape, you don't have to say a word to start pissing me off.
What's a cape?
Cape, Cammy. Camarilla elders, the ones that have been around so long.
I do when people start talking in slang and just expect you to understand it, even though she damn well knows I'm basically like, I don't know, a week-old vampire baby. She's like, I don't know, why the fuck don't you know this slang terms that we have invented for Camarilla? She's a bit, you know, empty-headed, I would say. But, you know, it's almost cute. It's almost cute. Just almost. So, what alternative do I have?
You want an alternative? Being here. That's a step in the right
Yeah,
direction.
you're really making a good appeal for your group by being, you know. Actually, oh yeah, let's piss off even more. The Tremere region said something about an Anarch being responsible for a local epidemic.
That goddamn blood witch told you what? He thinks we're responsible for that plague bearer? If I hadn't promised Nines I'd keep my nose clean, I'd go over right now and rip him a new wizard shoot. Magic missile casting motherfucker!
Magic missile casting motherfucker. Nice. That's creative. Since we are the vampire baby, what's a plague bearer?
A plague bearer's a fool that doesn't care who they feed from. I know what you're thinking. We can't get sick, but the kind can. And
That's actually not entirely true, because the true horror of sicknesses is that they could mutate and start infecting extra kindred, which would be rather bad. Pretty sure there are some cases explained in the lore at some point. Wasn't that even what's happened with the thing? Yeah, the thing which eludes my tongue at the moment, apparently. So how do we get rid of him?
Seen Old Yeller?
Yes.
May sound cruel, but it's necessary. If someone puts together 2 and 2 as to the real cause of an outbreak of bloodborne diseases, guess what happens? So the plague bearer's gotta be found and put down.
I got the message the first time.
If really gives a damn, they'll help us out.
I mean, you helped me out before, that is actually true. I mean, Nines helped us also, he's part of the Anarch, so I guess they helped us also. Where the fuck do I start?
One of our boys' ghouls, name's Paul, lives nearby in the Skyline Apartments. Been a stranger lately. Looked like death last time he was here. Said he didn't get bit, but maybe you can get more info out of him.
Yeah, this leads to 2 rather annoying boss battles, if memory serves. Well, I'll go check it out.
Wait, if Paul's not talking, you might want to start questioning the homeless pop. So many have been dying lately that it takes the city a few days to pick up the bodies.
Well, I'll take it out. Bye, D'Angelo. Oh, no, let's talk to the main man himself. I don't think there's anything in here that I need to secure area. Seems a bit uncomfortable. Misty! I mean, at some point you may wanna, you know, do some cleaning up. There seems to be some shit on your floor.
You showed up.
I did.
Good. Here's what I gotta tell you. So you know, I don't lecture, I don't rap, I'm no bureaucrat. I'm just a guy out of nowhere came to be involved in something 500 times bigger than you and me.
So I get another lecture. Yay! Go on.
You got a right to know the score. The Camarilla, this is the short of it. They operate a lot like a pyramid scheme.
You don't say.
There's a bunch of these old timers at the top with God only knows what plots in mind. They lose their power, they die. They sired more to carry out their plans, and looking for a little power, then those kindred sired for their own schemes, and so on and on and on. It hurts my head just thinking about the mess. And it works out to is this. Only a few people at the top have any real power.
That's, you know, not that different from any other system, but... Aren't you part of the Camarilla? Oh yeah, let's piss him off.
Them's fighting words, newbie. But you're young and stupid, so I won't make an example out of you.
Thanks.
See, the Camarilla claims all of us are members, even if we don't want to be. Which is, of course, the biggest little horseshit a man ever heard.
Mm-hmm. So, what are you all about then, huh?
I learned the way of this world during the Depression.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of old rich bastards screwed the country. But did they suffer? No. The little people suffered. You can't trust the people at the top. The world would be a better place without them. All you can do is get a group of people together who aren't assholes. Find a place to put your feet up and make some examples of the quote-unquote elite to keep the rest the hell out. Everyone's an equal here. The same thing this country used to be about. That's what LA has been. An anarch-free state.
Anarch-free state, oh god.
The Camarilla was kicked out on their ass a long time ago. We, the anarchs, didn't want to play their politics anymore. Now LaCroix and crew pop in like they never left? No goddamn way. Their laws don't apply to us.
Have you tried meeting with the Camarilla?
I got their meeting right here.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough indeed. Not a fan of the prince, huh?
LaCroix represents everything I hate. The Camarilla, stuck-up aristocrats, rich businessmen, crooked politicians. The only place LaCroix belongs is in an urn.
Okay, you're making a good point there. Ooh, yeah, let's piss him off again. Sounds like you're the prince of the anarchs.
No such thing. And again, newbie, don't throw those kind of words around lightly. You're risking a beatdown. I fought to keep LA free since I was embraced. A long time later, I'm one of the only ones left that hasn't bidded or switched sides. The most veteran soldier on the battlefield.
Ah, you know. One more question. Any advice you can give me?
Here's what I tell all the new blood. One, you get careless, that blood will make you into a monster.
Fair
If you
enough.
rampage around here, you get put down. Two, don't kill when you feed. No reason to. In this city, there's lots of ways to slake the beast without leaving a trail of dead. Three, the Camarilla's full of shit. Four, watch your back, always. And lastly, learn how to fight. Because a speech ain't gonna save your ass when you're staring down the barrel of a shotgun.
Then can you teach me how to fight?
After picking your ass up off the pavement back there, yeah, I can tell you don't even know the basics.
Nice.
Hold your hands up like this, and keep your body at an angle. Makes you harder to hit. Keep your thumbs out of your fists and put your weight into your punches.
Free stats upgrade. Always nice. Oh, thanks for all your help, Nines.
LA's the school of hard knocks, so keep your friends close and your enemies in a barbecue pit. Once you square things with LaCroix, don't give that son of a bitch the time of night. I got my eye on you, kid.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, so now we have dealt with that. Actually, Jackie boy.
So I heard you and Nines had a run-in with the Sabbat, huh? And you let them go. Nines must be getting soft. How could you pass up that kind of fun?
What do you think the Sabbat found me?
Someone must have put a word out. Now, here's an interesting little scenario. I'm just gonna run this by you, see what you think. What if the prince got the word out to the Sabbat that you were the one to blow up their warehouse?
Not impossible. You really think that's possible?
Hey, it's just a theory, man, but who else is gonna be watching you so closely, knowing where you're going and all that?
It's a good point.
That's how the Camarilla works, kiddo, trust me. I've been dealing with these slimy shits for a few centuries now.
No, he's sending me to investigate Elizabeth Dane.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. Yeah, why? What's up, Jake?
The sarcophagus. Did LaCroix tell you about the Ankaran sarcophagus?
No, but I don't really trust him to tell me the truth anyway, which is fair. He's probably gonna keep, you know, lots of things to himself.
Yeah, well, maybe I should fill you in on the details.
Thank you.
That sarcophagus is bad news. Kindred around the globe have been going batshit since it was discovered.
Witcher 3, Jesus Christ. I remember playing through that game once. There should be more than 5 hours there. Interesting. I think these 5 hours are from one playthrough I started quite a while ago. I was just basically fucking around in the starting areas. I did at one point finish the whole game. Gorkia. I'm pretty sure I played a little bit with it. I was kind of trying to get into the spirit of playing it again, and then we played a little bit again on the channel a while ago, now that I think about it. Wasn't really that much. But honestly, the game is... That's a pretty fucking massive game, put it mildly. So that takes some serious dedication to get through again.
The word is there's an ancient asleep in there. One of the fathers, one of the vampires that, if you trace your lineage way back, there's a chance it'd end up with him at the root.
Oh, I was asleep this whole time.
Ancients don't just nap. They sleep.
I'm pretty sure by ancients you usually mean like what, second or third generation? So, here we go, hunting.
It's more than that, you know. Most kindred think it's one of the signs of the end, the apocalypse. Every religion has their own version. Kindred call it Gehenna, and the way they tell it, it starts when the ancients rise to devour their children.
Is for real?
No one knows for sure, really. That's just a word that's been handed down through the ages. The Camarilla denies these ancients exist.
Who they now? Well, could all be hearsay.
Well, kiddo, I guess you're gonna be the one to find out. Hey, good luck. Try not to wake Grandpa Munster and kill the world, huh?
Fair point, fair point. No promises, though. Jack. He's really a man that is very dedicated to his humor, let's say. Very, very much so dedicated to his own humor. But to be fair, you know, if I were an undead, undying creature that has basically been alive since, well, you know, the last great era of pirates, then might come up with some interesting ideas myself, to be fair. Okay, so we have the Plague Bearer mission. We could get... Actually, there are a few more side quests we could get our fucking hands on right about now and start working on them. Honestly, I would kinda like to get my chance at dealing with the Dane. Somebody's getting kidnapped in the background, that's fair. Like, you know, we could go into the abandoned hospital and shit. I guess for the moment we're gonna do the exact opposite. Actually, there should be a map here, shouldn't there? Yes. It very nicely tells you where everything is. Yeah, these are the sideways. Fat. Yeah, fat Larry. So much more things to do, to put it mildly, in this particular game, but for the moment we're just gonna take a nice trip back to the beach. Oh, the beaches of Santa Monica. Actually, that gives me an excuse to visit our dearest Warman sisters again, which is quite nice, kind of advantageous. And then we'll go to the Dane, finish up with that. I think by the time we're done with that, I will have to excuse myself. I do have an appointment later on. I do know, maybe we'll start using fireworks so fucking early. But yeah. And then I should be back tomorrow. I will specifically say the later afternoon because, well, I'm probably going to be somewhat dead in the morning tomorrow, as I usually am around that particular time. But that should not actually stop me from starting what I promised I would. Actually, I will specifically prepare everything so we can just, you know, start doing that. I should kitty handing the fireworks usually. I've spent quite a few New Year celebrations around here in order to make sure she's okay. He usually, once things start getting really loud, so around, you know, 12 in the evening, he just starts hiding in the bathroom and just doesn't leave there for the next 3-4 hours, which is why before I go out today I will of course put a bit of food and water in the bathroom, because I damn well know he's not gonna fucking leave there for a few hours. But apart from that, I mean, he takes this in, yeah, not in stride, but you know, he just takes it. Hey!
Good evening. Hello, sweetheart.
Hello indeed. How are you two getting along?
We're bridging valleys, but I still can't persuade her to wear eyeshadow, and you won't.
Good to hear. Goodbye. I do love this particular character. But I would say he takes it, I mean, you know. It's just that, you know, for some mystical reason, Kitty Cat always considered the bathroom to be the safest space. I don't know, maybe because it's the smallest room? I don't know. But, you know, so long as he likes it in there,